G'day, welcome back. So today we're looking at, again, the Prado Landcruiser or the Landcruiser 250, whatever country you're in, you have different names for it. Righto, so the Prado has a stack of cool technology in it, and it has cameras everywhere. Like literally, we've got cameras under the mirror, in the grille, we've got them in the rear, obviously, for all your reversing and all that type of stuff. But what you don't come with in these modern cars is a dash cam camera. So I don't know why you don't get them. But what you can do is you can get them from fitted from the dealership, and to be honest, they look pretty ugly. So we found a solution that's gonna give this a factory look and give us driver monitoring as we're going. There's a company out there that have come up with a really cool solution that gives it a OEM look and looks absolutely mint. FIXCAMX, check out this dash cam. Now this dash cam utilizes factory componentry and molding and will fit straight on there, and it won't even look like it's out of place. So what's in the box? Well, let's check out what's inside it and then start for the install. Let's get into it. Righto, well, let's check out what is inside the box. More boxes. A user manual, another box, and a get support card. So if we have any dramas with installation, it has a support email that we can get back to you within 24 hours. That's pretty cool. Righto, let's check out what we've got in the box, inside the box of the box. Wrapping on wrapping. This is like parcel. Righto, so there it is. There's our main unit. It looks pretty cool. Oh, look at this. We already have a supplied SD card. Now that's really cool. That's excellent. Thanks, FIXCAMX. So that comes with the kit, supplied SD card. Righto, so there's our camera molding. We've got our camera down here. We've got we've got a power button and a camera button. Plus we've got the SD card on the side there. So they all supplied. That's really cool. So that comes with in that box. We've got more stuff in the box here. Oh, that's cool. They actually give us a top surround as well. So we've got the top and bottom, so it all mounts up. That's really good. Right, so this is the rear camera. It also comes with the kit. Now you can buy the kit with or without the rear camera. We have our wiring harness. So it's a plug and play system. So there's no wiring, anything like that. Really easy fix up. They actually supply the little plastic tool to be able to pull it all apart and install it. It's really good. Mate, straight off the bat, I'm really impressed because they supply everything you need, including tooling, wiring harnesses, even SD cards. Now that's pretty rare. You normally got to go and chase up your SD cards. This is fantastic. Even got a card reader supplied with the kit too. USB-C, USB, plug in your SD card. We could plug that straight into our phone, I'm guessing, and get the data straight off really quickly, as well as it's all Wi-Fi, so you can Wi-Fi it straight to your phone. It has its own Wi-Fi built into it. This kit has seemingly everything. But anyway, let's not get too carried away. Let's make sure that it all fits and it all works. Righto, so here's our front section. We're gonna pull it off, pry the two sides off. Now, the main section, we just want to push down on it and it pops it straight off, just like that. Now you can see we've exposed all of our wiring harnesses, all the crazy stuff that's going on there from Toyota. And here's our original bracket. We're going to take off these little white clips. All right, first thing I'm going to do is just going to pull these little white clips off, fine screwdriver, a little bit of patience, and just pry up both sides and slide it off. Put our white clips straight on. Right, now that is ready to go straight into the Landcruiser. This is where our new wiring harness comes into play. So we need to unplug this like that. Plug in our new harness. There we go, there's our new harness. Here's our camera plug right here. Bend and tuck that up around like that. There we go, that looks pretty neat now. I've bent it up, we can tuck it up into here, and here is our new camera harness. Let's plug up the whole new unit. We've got our rear camera plug. Let's plug it up first. Front camera. Line everything up here. You can see down in there, we're going to line all those clips up. We're going to push it straight up. That's it, done. Righto, there we have it. It is all hooked up. By pushing the camera button, what that does is it locks that moment in time onto the SD card, so that way you can refer back to it later. So our big problem is, because we can open up just our glass panel, where the camera mounts could get in the way and get caught up as you're putting stuff in and out. Now this is a 7-seater, so you know, kids will be here and that sort of stuff, so I really want to mount it to the glass. So that's where we're going to have to come up through this boot up here. It's going to be a bit tricky. We've already removed this plastic here, it just pops off like every other plastic. But our trick is we need to get a little hole through here. Now I have no idea what is through there, so I don't want to just go drill a hole through and find some wiring and destroy that, because that's not going to work. I'm going to actually use a die grinder or a Dremel, anything like that will work, and we can really control how we can control that hole. We can break through the plastic before we get to anything else on the other side, so it's really going to be beneficial. Or that gets hidden by the plastic anyway. You've got holes everywhere all over the place on it as it stands already, so it's not going to be an issue as far as putting another hole right where we need it. Righto, our hole is done, and we've actually cleaned it all up with the burr grinder, so there's no sharp edges there because we don't want the wire to get cut and rubbed through. You can see that the hole is smack bang in the center. Now you can just see, well you probably can't, there's a wire that runs down through here, and I would have drilled a hole through it and made an absolute right mess of it, and then I would have been in serious trouble. Here's our camera, and you can see here's the wire, and it just slips perfectly into that spot without any dramas whatsoever. Righto, so here's our fitting right here. We need to be able to pull all that off. Righto, we just pulled that rubber boot off, and you can see we've got some other wires going up through there. Righto, we've got all that pulled out and all exposed now. Now the tricky part is going to be pushing it all through so we can run it all through, because there's not a huge amount of room in there. Righto, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mount the camera onto the glass. So I'm actually going to offset the camera a fraction so that the wire will be in line with this, so it's not going to be tight. Really press that on nice and tight. Then we can run our wire down through everything else. Slide our wire through. Well, sort of. Righto, we've got half and half now. We've just unplugged these two wires, they're just hanging down through here. That'll give us a bit more room to try to work and get that through. We've just cleaned out that centerpiece there. Now our camera wire will fit perfectly straight through there. We'll get our wires and plug all those back in. Push this all back up. Look at that. There's our camera wire. We've pulled it right through, fed it through the rubber boot. And there's our camera wire. Put that rubber back over the boot, and then we can slide all that back up into place again. Righto, so we've got our cable tie. We've just flipped it up, sitting up through here. Run it up through the lead here, and then we're going to tape this wire straight onto the end of the cable tie and pull it straight through. Plug those two camera cables together, tuck it all in, put the rubber boot back on. Just going to tuck it all in, all our trimming all the way around to the front. Just pull off that rubber seal around the door off. It just comes straight off. It's very easy, no dramas. And then with our wire, it just sits in that tiny little cavity just up there. Just feed it all the way through. Doesn't get much easier than this, really. Righto, we're connected, and this is what our camera is seeing. So obviously we're just parked because there's my old Cruisers out the front there. But the cool thing is we can go in here, we can go into camera settings, we can go into collision sensing. Now we want to do this because if we have an accident, we want the camera to capture and lock that current video on impact. So we'll make it a medium. So let it do its thing. It's locking it in. Done. Just by tapping that. There's my rear camera. Here's what we're getting on our display. So pretty cool, really. Righto. So it's all installed. It's all working. You can do live monitoring if you want. Not that I think that'd be a thing, but it's good just to see how the whole system works. And again, it's a peace of mind that we know that if anything happens, we can now capture the details and we can use them in any situation that we need them in. So that's pretty much it for this video. So hopefully you found this be helpful, and if you're looking to get a high quality dash cam camera, then I highly recommend getting the FIXCAMX. Mate, Wi-Fi, 4K, everything you need. What a cracker.